How is it going, guys? My name is Wanty Bennett, or Alex, not Adam, as people have been calling me recently. My name is Alex, not Adam. And welcome back to Katawa Shojou. And in the last episode, we kind of just had a little bit more of an introductory route back in, because I hadn't played the game in quite a while, and I hadn't really recorded a full episode of it anyway. And we've realised how actually freaking adorable Hanako is. She's actually really damn cute. Look at that blush. It's so cute. But anyway, Hanako breathes a sigh of relief, and I gather my things together. As usual, the aura of the tea room is refreshing, feeling isolated from the rest of the world. Then again, the usual din of the school seems to be a bit subdued, most likely from the laziness promoted by heat exhaustion. Hanako slowly spreads her food on the table, intently focusing on every little movement as if she's trying to keep her mind off of other thoughts. It's not much, but I can tell from her demeanour that she has prepared everything with the utmost care. I guess Lily's isn't here yet. Shall we start without her?
She'll be here soon.
Hanako struggles with the lid of the container of rice. Here, let me help with that. I take the container from Hanako's hands and try to force open the lid. Try as I might, it seems wedged shut. Let me guess. Did you put this in while the rice was still hot?
Yes, I was in a rush.
I put the container on the table between us. Thought so. Looks like this is wedged shut. We'll need some hot water to get it open. But that could be a pain in here. We'd get water everywhere.
Well, in that case, how about I contribute to today's meal?
Hey, Lily! I haven't seen you in a while. At the door, Lily smiles while holding up a bag stocked with various buns and bread rolls. I can't help but do the same. What? I can't help but... I don't know.
Since you two have had a change of plans because of me, I thought I would bring a little something.
Thanks, Lily. Here, let me get that for you. Stop talking like a tool! I don't like his fucking... Here, let me help you with that. Let me get that for you. I will leave now. Goodbye. I don't like you anymore, Hazao. You're a cunt. With a little guidance, Lily's bread assortment joins Hanako's riceless platter. Hastily, I make some tea to complete the picture. Well, I'm looking forward to this. As I take a bite, I notice Hanako trying her hardest not to look like she's looking at me. It's nothing special, but then again I can't really complain. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking for myself. Not bad. I guess this was made with the stuff you brought yesterday?
Yes.
Hanako's eyes shout at me, begging for some kind of feedback. Well, it was clearly worth it. Thanks, Hanako.
I wanted to show you this after yesterday.
Oh, it's okay. I was just a little surprised at the stuff you were buying.
Hanako's always liked to experiment when it comes to food. I think it's good, most of the time.
While Lily's smile doesn't waver, the slight change in her tone tells me that things have not gone so well in the past. And it's not like Hanako has many people to sample her cooking. Hang on. Was Lily waiting for me to go first? She didn't start eating until after I said it was alright. Her cheeky grin tells me that this was a deliberate action on her part. I'll have to try and work out how to get one over her in the future to make up for this. Lily! You cheeky person! Don't be playing me like that, just 'cause you wanted to see if it was shit. God damn it. Well, it's good, and that's all that counts, right?
Right.
Damn it, Hanako. Lily, satisfied at not being the first to sample Hanako's creation, begins to consume the food in front of her. I find myself staring as I watch her chopsticks gently touch the plate, their tips delicately poking and tracing to quickly ascertain the positions of the food as she dexterously picks it up. That was a mouthful. One might think she were a child playing with her food if not for this situation, though she does it with such care and thoughtlessness that it's obvious this is simply how she eats this kind of meal. Not wanting to miss out, I start filling myself up. Hanako takes a different approach, waiting until Lily and I have our hands clear before quickly snatching up her share. Stop it! She's so damn adorable. Before long, the containers are empty, save for the still shut rice container.
Thank you, Hanako. That was filling. Thank you for the bread.
Yes, would have been a disaster if not for that.
You're both welcome. But now I must be getting back. It's far too easy to be late after eating here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think we'll just clean up and then head off.
Well then, good day.
Oh, you ain't gonna clean up! You're gonna leave it to me and Hanako? Oh, I see you, you sly dog. You sly dog, Lily. Lily leaves, her cane tapping away down the quiet hallway. Hanako and I quickly pack our things and stay seated, waiting for the bell. Together, we stare out the window and into the endless azure sky. If it weren't for the peeling of the bells. Bells don't peel, they are not fruit. If it weren't for the pealing of the bells, I would have sworn that time had stopped. The urge to skip class rises in my gut. I shoot a glance at Hanako, who shows no signs of moving either.
Not just yet.
What? The interval between the warning bells and the end of lunch bells pass in blink of an eye. We really should go. People will freak out and start a search party if we skip. Hanako sighs.
You're right.
Slowly she rises to her feet and I follow suit. Silently we make our way up the old stairs to the 3rd floor and then our classroom. At the door, I take point and open the door ahead of Hanako, bowing my head down in apology in advance. I'm sorry we're late, teacher. Sensei! Not teacher, sensei! I'm greeted not by stern words, nor by an angered instruction to take my seat, but simply by the silence created by 15 or so students trying not to laugh. Muto, ever tardy, has yet to arrive. However, the fact that Hanako and I have arrived together is blatantly obvious. Make that about 14 students trying and 1 student failing.
The lovers return! Wahaha!
Yeah, thanks. You can calm down now. Why is she... I step through the door and firmly realise that Hanako is firmly pressed against my back, hiding herself from the class. With my steps coming closer to my desk, she eventually breaks from me and stiffly walks to her own. Her efforts to mentally block everyone's presence from her mind are clearly written on her face. Damn it. What the hell? What the hell? Quickly checking the door for any signs of the teacher's arrival, I make a trip to Hanako's desk and whisper in her ear. Don't worry about Misha. She's always like this. I enjoyed myself today. Don't sweat it, okay? Hanako nods her head behind her folded arms, but still doesn't show her face. I yearn to stay and console her more, but Muto picks this exact moment to enter the class, halfway through his lecture, as if he started it in the hallway. Which, of course, is directly proportional to the charge, but inversely proportional to the square of the distance. He's so engrossed in his speech that he doesn't even notice me sneaking back into my seat from Hanako's desk. While Muto's spiel rambles on, Misha leans over to me.
The teacher may not have noticed your tardiness, but I did.
Of course you did! That much is obvious from the show you just put on.
I have been instructed to let you off the hook for today, but only on one condition.
Oh, and what would that be?
You have to help us this afternoon.
I crane my neck to look over Misha's shoulder. Shizna is conveniently not making eye contact with me. Fine, just for today. I've already told you I'm not joining the council, remember? What is going on out there? I've just missed speech. There is... What are you... Thank you. What is going on outside? There is literally a bike just sat outside my house. Oh, now it's gone. There was literally a bike just sat there like... I've already told you I'm not joining the council, remember?
Of course. Doing so will be considered...
She looks down at her notebook, obviously looking for her place in her script.
Under duress and hence would be against regulations.
How very strange of you to be considerate of the regulations now.
Things should be done by the book. It's just that the book hasn't been written for every situation, so there are times when it can be ignored.
And yet you two wonder why no one else wants to be in the student council. And she doesn't say anything. After poking her tongue out at me, Misha returns to her workbook, and we battle our way through the latter half of the school day. You trying to get slave labour out of me. You trying to get slave labour out of me, Shizne. Evil, evil glasses girl who I find strangely charming without saying a word. Before I can even stand up, Misha and Shizna have placed their hands on both my shoulders. Hey, I said I'd help out. Damn.
This is just insurance, Izal. Insurance. Hey, Izal?
Hanako timidly tries to leave the room by circling around us, and I suddenly realise that this may be my one chance to escape. Oh, hey, Hanako, what's up? ...
Hey, what makes you think you've got time to chat?
You can't speak! You get back to work! God damn it. Oh, relax, this won't take long. Sorry, Hanako, you were saying?
I was going to the library and I thought...
Hanako's thumbs dance around... Ah! Hanako's thumbs dance around each other and her eyes flit around the room, looking anywhere but at us.
Sorry, Hanako, but Hizao has to come with us. He's got work to do. ... Oh, but you can help too if you like. So how about it, Hizao?
Ooh, I don't like choices in this game. Not many people, right, this is my logic, not many people speak to Hanako, not many people speak to her so she doesn't get to tell a lot of people what she thinks. So I feel, see, they both have good choices, they both have pluses and minuses. Basically, if I say, I've done enough work for the council already and blow them off to go spend time with Hanako, then she'll be like, oh, he wants to spend time with me rather than do work for the council. But, if I say, what do you think, Hanako? Then it's inviting her into the conversation and asking her what she thinks. Which is something that not a lot of people would do. I want to go with that, so I will. I'm doing it. Yep. What do you say, Hanako? If we help, it shouldn't take long at all. Hanako's fidgeting answers my questions before she can even form the words. I really need to go. No! I messed up. Well, that was to be expected. Looks like it's just me and the council girls again. It's easier to resign myself to another afternoon's work in the small council office. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Okay.
Oh, now she's blushing. Oh, I messed up. Fuck. I wanted to spend time with Hanako.
Right. Now that the farewells are over, it's work time.
Misha and Shiznei frog marched me to the student council office, never once letting go of my shoulders. I feel a little bad for ditching Hanako like this, but if this is the price of getting Misha off her back, so be it. So then, what are we up to today?
Debrief.
Huh? Isn't that supposed to happen after something?
Yep, we have to collate all of the information from the festival so that Shi-chan can debrief the teachers.
Shiznei drops a large pile of paperwork and oh, you bitch. I don't mean that in an offensive way, I'm just like, for fuck's sake. I've had that happen to me at work, just like, oh, can you help me out with something? Yeah, sure.
You need to sort those out into 2 piles. One for financial stuff like receipts and one for feedback. One for positive feedback, or maybe one for things that don't look like they could be problems next year. Or one for problems that probably won't be able to be fixed.
That's a few more than 2 piles.
Oh, right. I thought it would be only 2 piles. My bad.
Right, while I'm doing this, what will you two be doing?
Well, we missed lunch because we were collecting all these reports, so we're going to get some food.
Why didn't you just sort them out while you were collecting them? Thankfully, my self-defense mechanism kicks in and prevents me from opening my mouth and further worsening my situation.
Eh? How is that fair? ...
I was fretting over the unfair distribution of work so much I didn't notice that Shiznei had kept on signing. If it weren't for Misha's outburst, I probably wouldn't have noticed at all. Shiznei seems to be delivering a fairly long string of commands to Misha, and none of them look pleasant. Reaching a conclusion, Misha signs briefly back to Shiznei and then sits down at the desk next to me. Okay. Ah, Shiznei, what is your problem? You've just left Misha like that. What is wrong with you? Shiznei waves to both of us before disappearing out the door. What was that all about?
Shi-chan was worried that you'd get it all wrong unless you were supervised. And since she can't tell how you are with messing things up, she's making me stay. Aw, bummer. I wanted to go with Shi-chan. But she's gonna bring us back some food. How good is that?
Misa's flippancy is out of this world. From down in the dumpster on top of the world over some calories. It's hard to imagine how anyone could operate at that level. Oh, well, it could have been worse. So what are we supposed to be doing?
Collation.
I gathered that.
Well, let's just start making piles. We'll work out what the piles mean later.
No! We can start to separate all the papers into increasingly complex piles. At first it's just simple categories: financial, feedback, incident reports. Then they split apart into the good and bad reports. Further still, until it starts to look like we're just throwing papers onto the desk. This is hopeless.
Huh? Why? We're doing what we were told, right?
Yeah, but it looks like we're just making a mess.
No, I think we got a lot done. Shi-chan will be able to work out the rest from here. So I think we can stop about here then.
It's almost as if Misha's common sense left the room with Shiznei. Still, there's no point in arguing.
Anyway, what's the deal with you and Hanako?
Oh, deal?
You were hanging out with her today, weren't you? Have there been any fireworks? Any gossip that you're withholding from me?
We don't speak! If I told you about my own circumstances, it wouldn't be gossip, would it?
I guess not.
We're just friends, I guess. Why are you so interested? I thought you and Shiznei didn't like her.
It's not really like that. You know Shi-chan and Lily don't get along well. And since you can't really get Hanako away from Lily, we don't talk to her much. But that doesn't mean I can't be concerned for her, right?
Well, what is there to be concerned about?
Well, she never hangs out with anyone else, right? It's no good, He-chan. If Shizne and Lily dislike each other because their personalities are different, then I have to think how Misha and Hanako would get along.
They wouldn't!
I mean, in one way or another, we're all in the same boat here, right?
Well, I guess.
This one time when she left class halfway through, Shi-chan went to the teacher and asked what was going to be done about it. He said that every student here has special needs, and that Shi-chan shouldn't worry herself about it. Hanako never does any group work, she just runs off. Isn't that enough to be concerned about?
I guess you're right. She still hardly says a word when we're talking.
Well, that's more than I've been able to do. Shi-chan and I both tried when she started, but she got scared and ran away.
I consider telling Misha that exactly the same thing happened with me, but she seems caught up in thought. Listening to Misha without Shizne's influence is interesting.
I think she needs to realize that people here don't care what she looks like, and that she can trust us. If she could, I'd feel a lot better about her.
This is the longest I've watched Misha without seeing a sign. When she's with Shizne, she's constantly waving her hands about, explaining the world to Shizne. That amount of effort probably places a strain even on an agile mind. And let's face it, Misha isn't the brightest spark. Well, I'll keep an eye on her for you. But you probably should apologise for earlier. I don't think Hanako is cut out for that kind of joke.
Oh! I didn't even notice. Sorry.
Oh, don't say it to me, just mention it to her.
Alright, first thing tomorrow, I'll speak to her.
Good. A cacophony from the door heralds the return of Shizne. I guess she can't really tell how much noise she's making. Of course she can't! Slam the door! Oh, hello! God, what is wrong with me?
Oh, Shi-chan, you're back.
Shizne appears completely laden with goods from the convenience store. ...
There is some surplus from the festival, since this is officially festival business. I've splurged a little.
Nice idea, Shi-chan. 10 points. Is that really allowed? ...
For someone who refuses to join us, you seem to take an unhealthy interest in the politics of this council.
Bitch, you don't run this place. Who are you to tell me what to do with my money?
I shall punish your insolence by rationing your portion of the feast.
Fine, I get it. Misha slides the bottles. What the fuck? Don't question me or I'll take away your food. She would make a great leader of North Korea. Misha slides the multiple stacks of paper to one side to make room for the avalanche of food Shizne is spreading out. As I watch my hard yet misdirected work become wasted, I realise that it's little wonder why these two need help. The convenience store meal isn't overly tasty, but at the very least it's filling. ...
Thanks for helping today. Most of the time we just make up the reports for the staff. This year we can at least make up some relevant headings on the debrief.
Are you sure this isn't a corrupt organisation?
Not at all, not at all. We're by the book. It's not our fault if the book isn't specific enough.
I thought that was the definition of corruption.
You think too much.
Yep, she would make a great leader of North Korea. You know what? You're probably right. Anyway, I must be off. That is, if I'm allowed to leave. ...
Your work has been deemed sufficient. You may leave.
Well, thank you. You know, if you stress the free meal side of things over the endless workload side, you'd probably end up with more recruits.
You might just have a point.
Okay! Well, think about it. And then think about what we talked about. You don't have to tell that to Shizne if you don't want.
What? Oh, right. I'll try to see her tomorrow. Aw. Good night, Hee-chan.
Night, Misha. Shizne. Bye-bye! Please, no, I wanted him to go and meet up with Hanako in the library. I don't know what I've done. I don't know if I've just made a terrible, terrible decision. And I feel like I might have. And that scares me because I don't want to. I don't want to mess up this room. I was so scared I was going to mess up Emmy's. I really don't want to mess this one up. I like Hanako. Damn it. Oh well. I really want to do more. I want to record more, but I can't. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you appreciated that this is not the most easy thing to record after a day of working at a hydroelectrics plant. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like down below. It really does help me out. And I hope you have a great day and a great life. And I will see you later. Take care of yourselves, guys. I want to do more.